All right, we're back with the Gauntlet, and we got everything set up, and we're here with the Anker SOLIX F2000. We're going to put it through its paces here, see what it can do, what it can't do. But first, let's take a look at it and see all the ports, everything it has. We've got 4 ports of 110 right here. We've got an RV outlet there. We've got the car socket. Go ahead and open the car sockets there for me, will you, Griff? You got 2 car sockets, DC input. Looks like we got 2 fast charging of the USB A's and 3 USB C's. Power saving Bluetooth. It's got the light bar. Turn on the light. This is, Anker is the only one I will say who's doing the lights right. Go ahead and turn it off. One more time. One more time. But look, no flashy. I love that. All right, nice clear display. You can see it from here. I'm sitting 4 feet away, and we're gonna hook this thing up. First, let's do the whole tour of the thing. Go ahead and turn it so we can see the front. It's got wheels just like we like. Turn so we can see the front. The front, not a lot on it, but it does have the handle. Pop the handle out. Luggage handle again. That's one of the requirements for me. Let's see the back of the unit. That's the other side of the unit. The back. Come on, little bear. The back of it.
Yep, no.
Griff, there you go. Open that panel right there. It's been a long day, guys. We got an Anderson solar in. We got a reset. We got your standard 110 out. Close that panel up. All right, let me just jump in here real quick because I keep misstating it. That plug there is the input where you would charge the unit, and it's 120 volts. Now, why do I say 110? Well, because I'm, as my kids would say, hella old. Decades ago, they used to be 110, and then there was a standardization thing, and they're 120 now. So you may see older folks like me referring to them as 110. It's just a holdover from, days gone by. Let's get back to the review. And then down below, see down there, we got, so you can hook up to other batteries. Go ahead and close it up, spin that sucker around. We're going to plug it in and see if it can survive the Gauntlet. All right, we've got it hooked up. The first 4 we're going to do is we're going to do the small air compressor, small grinder, the blue grinder, and the red sander. Let's turn on the air compressor first. There it goes. We're getting, here, press the display button. It's trying to dim itself on us. Once again. There we go, 767. Go ahead and turn on the red one. 996. Next one, the blue grinder. This one kicks quite a bit. Let's see, this kicks it off. Press the display. We're at 1191. Double press. There we go. All right, turn on the small grinder, small sander. 1381, 1369, 1365. All right, we're running the compressor. All 3 of those. We're gonna have to jump up to the bigger boys. Go ahead and turn everything off. All right, display. Go turn on the big compressor first. Let's see if it can handle the big boy. Right up to almost 15. Coming down a little bit, but not much. Let's turn on the shop vac, and that's all she wrote. We're going to do a reset. Let's see what we got. All right, let's try this again. We're going to downgrade it a little bit. Let's turn on this one right here. All right, hit the display button. Don't pet the bead. We're at 763. Turn on the DeWalt. 16. All right. What else we got? The blue one? No, the red one. The red sander. 18. All right. Double tap the display again. We're losing the display. All right. Turn on the small grinder. Just over 2K. Nice. All right, let's turn them off and go inside and look at all the numbers and the stats. All right, we're in the shop here with the Anker SOLIX F2000, and the sharp eyed among you may be like, You've talked about this one before, and it's true. We have. We were talking about it early summer, late spring, I think it was. And we put one of these through its paces and such. But one thing we didn't talk about was how far it could go. And that's what we really wanted to show, because Anker, there's going to be a whole bigger discussion about Anker and where Anker is going with this video and with other videos we have on this channel coming up. I'm not sure whether it posted before or after this one. You may already know. But anyway, the point is, I wanted to give this thing the full, run it through the full gauntlet and show you exactly what it can handle. But real quick, let's talk about the features and stuff on this. Of course, this is the Anker SOLIX. Now, Anker is the parent company. They were originally calling these Anker power stations and stuff, and then they changed the name to Anker SOLIX. They want the SOLIX brand to stand on its own, to show their dedication to this whole division that's just doing portable and home power systems. Now, with this system, what you're looking at here is you're looking at expandable battery up to 4,096 watt hours. So you got the main unit here, and then you've got another battery that can sit on top or beside it, wherever you want to put it, and plugs into it and basically doubles the battery capacity of that, okay? The GaN Prime is their intelligent fast charging system. You can charge this thing up pretty darn quick. Now, the other thing we want to talk about is I've mentioned before that this thing is probably one of my best choices, my favorite choices for people who are RVing or camping, car camping kind of stuff. It's not the kind of thing you're going to backpack in, of course, but if you're car camping, RVing, that sort of thing, this thing with the extended handle, the rollaway wheels, the ambient light source, all the different types of plugs, the amount of power it has, app control, all that just makes it great. And the solar input, gotta talk about the solar input. All that makes it great for that kind of situation. But then again, it's got enough power, especially with the extra battery, to really be also usable as a home power solution. And the other thing about it is it has all the features that we talk about that we say are, basically required. It comes in the standard power brick, what I consider to be the minimum power these days for being part of that discussion, and that is hitting that 2,000 power mark. So it's got 2,048 watt hours of battery capacity. Its output, the amount of power it can actually put out through its ports at one time, is 2,400 watts. Now that's peak. I think normal is around 22,000 or 22,000 or 2,200, I think it could be. Anyway, we're going to take a look at that. Let's see here. Where are some of the other features I wanted to talk about here? We talked about the battery capacity. I want to talk about the technology that's in it, and I had that here just a second ago. It's got you saw the surge protection, all that. That's one thing about this gauntlet we've set up with attaching all these different things and basically not just bringing it up to see how far it can go, but pushing past that and doing it multiple times to see how it recovers, because I want to know that the electronics in this can handle that, because there's always going to be a case, or a lot of times going to be a case, if you're trying to power a bunch of stuff off this and you push it too far, you want to know that if you do that, you're not going to break the box. So it's going to go, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to do a safe shutdown, turn that off, and then you can think about what you did. And it can handle it. So that's one of the things I really like about the Anker system, is it's really reliable. There used to be just two brands out there that were at the top, and one of them basically stopped innovating and just kind of gave up. I mean, they're still out there, but if you leave that big a hole in the market, someone's going to step up and fill that hole. And Anker's really, really done that. Now, this is what I wanted to talk about. LiFePO 4 batteries. That's a dead, full stop requirement. If you don't have LiFePO 4 batteries at this stage of the game in a power station, then the only time that's acceptable is if it's like a power bank, the kind of thing like you're carrying with you for a few hours. Maybe you're going to the park for an hour or something like that. You need to make sure your phone stays charged, that sort of thing. Anything past that, you want to be in LiFePO 4 batteries. They don't have thermal runaway. They don't catch on fire, and they carry way more recharge cycles. I'm just astronomically more recharge cycles than you will with a lithium-ion battery. So there's no good reason to have lithium-ion in a battery this box, in a battery this size. And they don't, and that's Anker knows that, and they're doing the right thing with that, and that's what you can see there, the amount of charge cycles in a LiFePO battery versus, or as they're called, LFP batteries, or versus other types of batteries. They're more stable. They don't have the same kind of issues, and the build quality of this thing, it's top notch. It's super strong. I think we showed it, up close and personal. We've run this thing through the dirt. I've had the kids sprint around with it, dragging it by the wheels. As I said, it's just like luggage. Okay, the kids were having a little fun, getting a little pumped up with it there. But you know what? I got something you can get pumped up about, and that is I talked to Anker SOLIX, and they are running a flash sale at the beginning of November. The dates, I think it's until the 12th, but you can go down. We got links and everything down below the video. Go click on it because you can save up to $1,300 off. Go check that out because they're having all sorts of savings. We got Black Friday around the corner. Check out the links down below. Thanks again to Anker SOLIX for sponsoring this video. I'm kind of over the moon about these products. Right now, this one is currently running my desk. Everything you see right now, it's all running through it because, we got winter settling in up here in Montana. And as I said, it acts as an uninterruptible power supply. And I lost power twice in the last week. And let me tell you, it was frustrating. Plug that sucker in, not again. All right. Anyway, thanks again to Anker SOLIX. Check out the links down below. You all take care. God bless. And as always, shine on.